Hi everyone. Today we've got a really special piggy that's here to visit us. His name is Bruno, and Bruno has not got a really positive outlook. He's been to see a vet, and unfortunately the vet has outlined a really poor prognosis for him. He has said that he can't eat, that he's unable to swallow, that he most likely has a respiratory infection on board, that he needs immediate hospitalization, and was recommended to euthanize within 24 hours if this wasn't followed through. The estimated cost for doing this, as well as loads of x-rays, because they also were thinking maybe bladder stones and other issues, was in excess of $2,000, beyond the reach of the family. And you know, at this time of year, with everything that's going on, there are so many costs, and people are suffering in lots of different ways financially. So to have this sort of expenditure on top of everything else can also be an added burden. So Bruno is here today, and let's take a look at him, see what we can do, and see what we see through our eyes in rescue. Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Lynn from Cavi Central Guinea Pig Rescue. Okay, so what is his name?
Bruno.
Bruno has been to a vet on Thursday, and he has a very poor prognosis with his teeth. Without any work being done, the estimated cost of this is over $2,000, and he has a respiratory condition which they've also said is on board, but he was not given antibiotics. So we have a sick little piggy, but he's effectively lost 200 grams in weight. So he was 1,200, he's now 1.02. We're going to have a look at his mouth shortly, but he's got some impaction, which is soft stool related, which means he's got enough moisture and enough hydration. What it tells me is that he's getting a lot of mushy food in his diet because he can't eat normally. So that's to be expected. We're just going to clean that up so it makes him a little bit more comfortable, because if you leave that sort of thing sitting on a guinea pig, and you can see it sort of fills that anal area, and you definitely need gloves on for this, but it fills that area and they then get sore and compounded problems. So literally we're just going to move that out. We do that just by pulling it back, and that whole messy mess will just come away. It's a very stinky business. So you're just opening the anal sac like that. Because it's soft, it's really, really soft and mushy. You can see, and that was forming sort of a top to it. That's how it gets bigger and mushier and horrible. You know. And we don't actually do anything with that other than water.
Just water?
Just water. And the reason for that is that the anal sac has a smegma lining, and if you disrupt that with anything that cleans it, like soapy mixtures, you damage that lining, and the chance of it going back to normal is removed.
I clean them with coconut oil every once a month.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that anymore, because that can, what it does is it creates a barrier between, look at the towel. It creates a barrier between the wall and the contents. Now the contents are there because of the condition that he's in, but the wall is still not acting in a normal way. So yeah, don't do the coconut oil thing. And that check, like people talk about boys and needing to check them all the time. Don't need to, the boys don't like it. But if they've got a problem, if you pick them up like that just once a month and you see, oh, hang on, there's something going on, that's when we need to intervene. So that's something to be mindful of. But well, long-haired boys as well get a bit sticky in this. It's probably got some hair there as well. That's just smoothing the lining. So we're going to leave that alone because you've got enough of that little fella. So, I'll do this one first. He's already done. These look very long in sizes. Okay, that's good. All right. They're very, very long. Now, I'm just going to get some critical care. Can he eat grass? Can he eat anything?
Yeah,
normally?
yeah, he likes grass, but you have
Can you pick some and give it to him now? Let's just see what he can do. So when did you first start noticing this with him?
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay.
Tuesday he was like sluggish.
Oh, okay, right.
Not his usual self.
Not his usual self. Okay. Just put him a whole pile of grass down there. Just put him a whole pile.
Is there any much belly there? Thanks, Anna.
Hello, Mama. He's got some fungal in his ears as well. We need to deal with that. See that there? And his speed of eating is very slow. Let's have a look. Okay. When guinea pigs are eating well, they plow through the food. So he's eating very, very. He's like, okay. It's hard work for him.
Now he stopped.
Yeah, they give up. Okay. So the food that you've been putting in, you've seen him take things from the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not
Nothing
many.
else. Yeah, not much. Okay. He's worked out. He's just not getting food. Okay. We're going to make up some critical care. When you gave him the critical care, did you use a syringe?
No. He doesn't want the syringe. I use the baby spoon, the soft.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw you in the video with that.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. And he was taking a bit of that. How much would you feed him on that little spoon?
Maybe up to 5, and then he'll
Okay.
stop.
Right, okay.
And then I'll come back again after an hour.
In 3 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you a syringe so you can feed him with that, and we'll teach him how to do it, because that will help. But the sooner you can get it into a bowl, shallower than this, again from the $2 shop, you
Yep.
go to the $2 shop today, because the little shallow ceramic bowl, make sure it's ceramic, is what we're going to put the critical care in, and he will just lap it from that. So we'll have a look at his front teeth. He's got, if I can just turn him around this way, you can actually see around his eye crustiness. And that's probably what she was referring to in terms of there may be or is a respiratory condition. He's got crustiness around his nose, which is a bit like discharge we get when we get a cold. His ear is really full of fungal there. You can actually see it pouring out just there. Can you see it coming out? So,
How do you know?
see, look at that. It's just come,
Oh,
just
it's
dropped
not
on.
skin?
No, it's flaky, dry skin. It just dropped onto the table. Where did it go? Yeah, it's flaky, dry skin, but when it gets to this level on, you can see it's white.
Yeah.
Up close, when I look through the magnification glass, it's a white fungal, and it loves in around the ears where it's dense. So let's just take a. Okay, his lymphatic system is fine. No, you're not happy, are you? He's got a very empty tummy. So he hasn't been eating much at all. Alright, we're going to make you some food, little fellow. And we're going to see what you can do and see what we can do with those teeth. And if I hold his mouth, you should be able to see his teeth. So you can see how big and long they are.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize
Okay.
it's quite long
Yeah.
at the bottom.
At the bottom. We can fix that. So we can shorten that. Now his mouth is not closing. See, there's actually not a lot of room to close his mouth, which means that his rear teeth are also long. So he may be in the position where, you know, we can't get away with doing anything until they're ground down. But if we can give him enough food that he can get energy to grind those back down, we're going to fix the front ones and get him eating. He may be incentivized to then grind the rest down. You can also see at this point if I just turn him over this way, his eye with the discharge. So he's got discharge happening there, which is the respiratory infection that they're talking about could be possible. And his ear is hey, no, I'm sorry, you're panicking. It's okay, it's all right, we're quite safe. But his ear here has just got loads and loads of fungal, and we're going to get rid of all of that. You can see it's like hard, crusty, dry material, and we'll just clear all of that up so he's feeling a whole lot better. and hopefully we'll get him taking some food. So we're going to try and give him some critical care now. Oh, actually, I'll just sit you there for a second. This is a 10ml syringe, and I've actually used gold critical care, which just mixes up straight away. The other one takes a bit longer, given we're running late due to my tardiness today. I've used this one. But mixing it up, all we do is get guinea pig wrapped up really well, and then into the side of the mouth, we just give him a little bit.
Oh,
and he'll taste it. Oh, he'll love it. It's like, give him more. Give him it's food. I can get it. I want it. He'll probably down the whole 10 mils because he's starving. So we're going to give it, like, give him more. So this is how easy it is to feed with a syringe. And as soon as he gets some energy on board, we give him little bits. You can see the measurement going down. So I'm just watching that he's taking it, that he's swallowing. We're watching the amount that's coming out, which is how I usually just pick it up like that and try and give it back to him.
That's it.
He'll probably take, last piggy we had starving about a week ago took 18 mils. Not in one go. So like all of us, when you start your dinner and you're hungry, you eat a lot and then you want a break. So whenever you're hand feeding animals, it's really important that you give them as much as they'll take up front. He's really gobbling that. It's good, isn't it? As much as they'll take up front, and then after that you want to try again 2 or 3 minutes later to finish the meal, and then that's it until you try again later. Okay, it's yummy.
I love it.
Yeah. The consistency of what you make as well needs to look like toothpaste. A wet toothpaste. I've made it a little wetter today, and the reason for that is that if he has choking issues or his teeth are overgrowing at the back, only the finer, more liquid material will get through. So I'm just testing to see where he's at. He's really, really good. So I think his prognosis, if you can do this, will be quite good. Because he's really trying, aren't you? If he had a nasty respiratory condition or something like bloat, or like there's loads of problems they can get, that can put them off eating, and that can be enough time for the teeth to start to overgrow, and then they've got a double problem on board. So given that we're looking at the crustiness around his eye, and yeah, it's very frustrating at the moment. The majority of vets are sort of saying euthanasia when so much more can be done to try before. And those little ones that came in the other night, exactly the same. There we go. So he's done 5 mil. Don't want any more? You do. Okay. So let him have a bit more. That's pretty good, hey? Yeah, the little ones the other night, they were taken to the vet, and again they wanted to euthanize, and it's so treatable. Within 2 days they're looking so much better. So very treatable. So a big fellow like this should easily be able to take 8 to 10 mils of food, and you have to ensure they're getting at least 60 mils per day.
60.
Yeah, so if you're feeding in 6 lots, that's every 4 hours. But if he does a big feed of, say, 15 mils, you might be able to wait like 5 hours, so it's much better than what you're doing. And we'll also test if we can put that in a low, shallow ceramic bowl. It means through the night you don't have to get up to feed him, okay? Because he can take the food, and by morning you'll actually see it licked clean, because they'll lick it clean if they have to. Okay? They will. They'll see the bowl. It'll have little lumps on it, but it'll be licked clean. Teeth issues or not, if they can get the food, they will. So a lot of it is just knowing what to do, how to do it.
It must have been tasting really nice.
He loves it. But he's hungry as well. He is hungry. He's lost a lot of weight, so he's like, yes, this is great. Starting to slow down a bit now.
It's good to see your technique as
Yeah.
well. Because,
Yeah, it's good to see it. It's always from the side and always a little bit. And then you're actually watching them chew and swallow. The swallow bit's important. And it's also why I've made it the way I have, so that if he had that bridge effect at the back of the mouth, which we don't know, we can't see there, that he wouldn't, he would struggle to eat. But he's able to eat. He can take his food down okay. So what we've got to do is get him back where he can grind his food. And falling at the bottom. Let's just get you back up here. Come on. Let's try again. Want some more? Some more? There you go. It's really important to hold him in something like this though, because it will enable him to feel secure and for you to be able to control what's going on. I just literally gather up what's there, put it in there. You don't want a lot falling out. And we're also not going to clean his face.
No?
No, because we want him to consume food. He'll clean it himself and he'll consume it while he's doing that. So in cases like this, no, we don't clean their face. If there's anything, really, like some people feeding end up with it everywhere. Well, that's a bit too wet. But something like this around his mouth, he'll brush that and clean that. He'll be feeling so much better. Yeah, for sure. I feel good.
getting wet.
Yeah. Alright, so I want you to continue on with that critical care. You can make up and you can use that within 24 hours. Keep it in the fridge and then take out what you need. It's better at room temperature because it feels more compatible for them to eat it. They don't like eating cold things, so they will, but just make it comfortable. So there we go, 10 mil down.
Wow.
Okay, is that good? Yeah. So I can trim his front teeth. He needs that doing because they're too long. So we'll trim those down, and then you're to continue with the critical care and going on from there. We're going to do his ears. I was going to put it in here. Yeah.
Oh, thanks very much.
Okay, I want you to take that and use that for him. Where did that syringe go? Here. Great. Just use it. One of those. There. Now you've got that and that. Okay, that will feed him for the next 24 hours easily, so he's good to go with that. We're going to do his ears. Yeah, we'll just give him a little quick clean up just for comfort. And it puts him back at ground zero as well. So you know sort of where he's at, where his health is at. You can weigh him and quick. You need to. I had him in the hallway, so that literally all of us could see him, watch him, make sure he's eating. So if you have him where it's convenient, you'll go, oh, quickly, like, zoot, zoot, give it to him. Just give him some, both of you. Whenever you walk past, try that, okay? And in little bits, because he's, you know, he's hungry. Let's get that weight back up. And I'll just quickly disappear in a second. I'm just going to use the Q-tip just to get rid of that crustiness around his eye. It's alright, sweetie pie. Yeah. Just around here, I just want to move it, and I'm not getting that in the eye, but I'm just wiping it away. So we can see if there's any new discharge. Okay? It's really important that you're aware of any discharge. Right, okay. So you get blocked glands. He doesn't have a respiratory condition at all. No, nothing respiratory with him. Very disappointing with your vet. He has no respiratory condition at all, none. Let's just give him a bit more critical care. Should not have put that top on so soon, should I? Let me get that one off on it. I just want to give him a bit more venom. So we'll keep you posted on Bruno, and we'll let you know what happens. For now, he's eating really well and amazing, because it was actually said he can't eat, but he actually ate 18 mils of food straight away. So that's incredible in itself. We'll keep you posted, and that's it for now. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye for now.